Thank you so much, Zoe. Right, so between petrol price hikes and the increase in the cost of electricity, we're literally feeling the punch. We have to tighten our belts just a little bit. But it doesn't mean that you can't maintain a healthy diet. So here with a bit of money-saving advice and some tips on how to eat healthy on a budget is dietitian Megan Pentz-Kluyts. Good morning, Megan. Lucky to have you back.
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Well, I'm so happy that we're here and that we're debunking certain myths, because when I think about healthy eating, I think when a lot of people think about healthy eating, they think that it's more expensive. Right. Is that the case, or can healthy eating actually be incorporated into your daily lifestyle without breaking the bank?
In actual fact, good question, because I think many people perceive healthy eating to be more expensive. But if you start making choices that are a little bit smarter and just a little bit healthier according to your budget, you're really going to start with a money-saving, basically, approach to healthy eating.
So what is the simplest change that you can make to eat healthier on a budget? I mean, where do we start?
Well, you know, most countries also start looking at fresh produce. And in South Africa, we really need to move towards more seasonal fruit and vegetables. Firstly, not only are we going to be supporting our local economy, but the actual in-season fruit and vegetables are firstly tastier. Yeah. Believe it or not, they're also more nutritious. And of course, they're cost-saving. Yeah. So this is really where we have to start looking. And very often, we're not doing that at this point in time.
Now, meat is something that's also quite expensive. I mean, we can't get around that. How does one actually make it more, cost-friendly, or not cheaper necessarily, but how do you work it into your lifestyle without, once again, being out of pocket?
It's a tough one, because South Africans, we do enjoy our meat.
Yeah. South Africans enjoy their meat for sure, and also the volume. So the one thing is to start by buying in bulk. That's definitely a cost saver. Also, you can go for cheaper options. And remember, if you're looking at things like stewing meat, or if you're looking at the entire chicken, when you actually purchase, you tend to get a cost benefit there as well. Yeah. And then when you're actually cooking, remember just to cut off to excess fat, etc. And then let's not forget, because we are such a meat-eating nation, we really should also start looking at alternatives like our legumes. Now, we don't always cook with them, so we're not too sure about that, but they actually are really simple to prepare and they're very tasty. So use those as alternatives. Maybe have 1 or 2 meatless meals per week, or a meatless Monday, as we like to consider it. And then, very importantly, you can also look at alternatives like an egg for supper, maybe an egg muffin or an omelette. That can move away a bit from your meat and also be a cost saver.
Exactly.
It really is going, moving towards your thinking and how we used to think about things, because for many, eating an egg for dinner would be a big no-no. But that's not dinner. But you know what? If it's healthy and you get the nutrients, then it's great. We just have to get around and shift our focus just a little bit. But with regards to the shopping list, for the one that does the grocery shopping in the house, you mentioned it's all about those smarter choices. Yes. So what should it look like? What should we be looking for?
So just a couple of things maybe to start everyone off, looking at more healthy eating as well as on a budget, is start with a shopping list. It's, otherwise you walk into...
Stick to your shopping list.
That's going to be a tough one. Make it and stick to it. Otherwise, we tend to buy things that are not on that list. Yeah. And you go in and buy that. The other very important point is to buy in bulk, to buy in season is another very important, helpful tip in terms of your budget. And then also to share with friends. Very often there's special deals, there's vouchers you can look at, you can go to the local markets, you're supporting the economy, and of course sharing. And then when you come to your actual cooking, remember with cooking, if you're going to buy, you're buying in bulk, you can cook in bulk and rather put it into the freezer in smaller containers. You save time, you save electricity. So there again, that's a cost saver as well. And then you've also got food in your pantry. So things like your canola oil, it's a better, healthier oil. Choose that one. Use it obviously for things like stir fries, etc. So healthy cooking is important. Your mayonnaises, your rice, everything that goes into the pantry, prepare that and keep that in bulk as well. And those are great cost savers, together with, of course, when it comes to your cooking of your meal. At the end of the day, if that's in bulk, you definitely are going to benefit in cutting costs.
And I also find that when you pre-plan your meals for the next day, you save so much more, because if you're going to go to a local store and buy a salad, it's going to be the cost of, an arm and a leg. So
exactly. We also spoke about the fact is don't be afraid to kind of repeat meal options, because I think it also cost comes into play when there's variety in the mix as well.
He's saying this because he eats broccoli and chicken every single day of the week and twice on Sundays.
But it's
afraid.
true. It's true. I think we just need to get around that as well.
Absolutely, and you know what, with your meals and everything like that, if you're like going to have chicken a couple of days in a row, that's absolutely fine. And every day, maybe just add a different veggie, or veggies today, tomorrow salads, you know.
I do. What do you...
I do. I don't believe you, but it's all good. That's why you look the way you look. Show your muscles.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. It's there. It's there.
Thank you so much,
Thanks,
Megan.
Megan.
You've definitely helped us a lot with regards to believing and knowing that eating healthy does not necessarily have to be an expensive thing.
Not at all.
Wonderful.
Fantastic.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. I hope that we've convinced you that when you plan ahead and make better choices, eating healthy on a budget is absolutely achievable. We want to say thank you to Megan for being here and, of course, debunking all of those crazy myths.
Did you
Show
learn
us
something?
again.
Did you learn something?
Yes.
Okay,
Shall I
good.